Hello there, this is Chadderbox, and over the past week I've been working on getting Propulsion ready for release on Steam. By the way, if you don't know what Propulsion is a fast-paced parkour game where you have to speed between islands in order to get a time as fast as you can. The game has over 100 levels and 5 game modes, and you can wishlist it right now. But anyway, Steam. Steam integration is kinda tricky to talk about, because everything is controlled by this neat little NDA they make you sign. Strictly, not everything is controlled by this NDA, so I can disclose some stuff, but I have to be really careful because getting sued before I even release my first game would not be very good. Anyway, the first step to actually getting a game on Steam is buying an app ID and a store page. Now this is easy enough, providing that you're in possession of $100 or 76 Great British Pounds. I unfortunately was not in possession of 76 Great British Pounds, and this was the main obstacle for me. So I spent quite a bit of time over the last few weeks umpiring hockey matches to try and save up some money. But once I had the money, I took one last look at my precious bank balance, and then I cast it to the wind. So now I have my store page. Oh, I can't say that. Well, let's just say I set up a few more things, and my store page was visible for everyone who's coming soon. So, now I need to actually work on the programming side of things. After a bit of searching online, I found a framework called Steamworks.net, which allows me to work with the Steamworks API and actually set things up in Unity. I imported their Steam Manager script, which does most of the heavy lifting for me. And then I decided to try and work on one of my own systems, starting off easily by adding rich presents to the game. I did that with pretty little effort with this simple script, and then started working on a more advanced feature that Steam offers. Achievements. Now, implementing achievements is quite easy, but doing it right is quite hard. I don't feel like I did it very well, but at least it works, and it isn't too awful. The way my implementation works is that every time a player performs an action that can unlock an achievement, it calls a function in a static class I have set up that will increase a value and then check if the achievement should then be unlocked. It isn't the worst way to do this, but it really isn't the best, and I might rework it at another point. Now with those things set up, my build was basically ready. Now let's take a minute to talk about marketing. I hate marketing. I'm not the most entertaining normally, let alone when I'm trying to sell you something. So that's why I was pretty upset when I realised that I needed a trailer before I submitted my build. Also, I'm really not very good at making trailers. I've done it a few times before and the results were not incredible. It also happened at this time I needed a trailer for another reason, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. So anyway, I need a trailer. I suck at trailers. Better get going. The first thing I did was set up a loose plan for what the trailer would be like. People on Steam don't really like drawn out intros, they just want action. So I plan to have a quick sequence showcasing the game and its mechanics, being rocket jumping. I also need a slightly longer, more cinematic trailer for that other thing I mentioned. So I had the idea for that one of a slow start with the player walking, but then they start moving quickly, and then it goes into sort of the rocket jumping montage from the short trailer for the rest. I thought it'd be smarter making some music for the trailer first, and then tailoring the video to fit that. So I opened FL Studio and started experimenting. I found something that kinda worked and decided that would do. So after that, I slapped the music into Premiere, and then I needed some gameplay to chop up and slap into the trailer. A tip I saw a while ago regarding making trailers was to disable your HUD, so I wrote a quick menu option for that and then started recording. Once I recorded all the footage, I started working on editing the actual trailer. I tried to sync the edits to the music, making the longer version first, and then editing the music and the video down into a shorter one. The total amount of time making the trailer was about 4 hours. I know the result isn't amazing, but I think it's decent, and it definitely sells what the game's about. So the trailers were done. I rendered them, uploaded the short one onto Steam so they could finally review my game, and then... wait, what about the longer one? What am I doing with that? Well, actually, I'm participating in something called Let's Talk Games Direct, run by Let's Talk Game Design. Essentially, think E3 or Nintendo Direct, but for smaller indie games. So you can see the video first there, but then I'll upload the trailer on my YouTube after that. So definitely tune in for it. The only things really left to do for the game now are some more sound effects, because the current ones are really bad. I need to figure out how to make sound effects that fit the game's style, so I'm going to work on that next. But for now, that was all. If you can, wishlist Propulsion on Steam. Like this video and subscribe and all of that rubbish. Have a good day.